What happens when you get a married couple that quit their jobs to pursue their dreams?
You get us, the hassle of hair.
I'm Jesse the Hassle Diaz, a fighter out of Strike Fitness in Los Baños, California. My dream is to one day have at least one pro MMA fight and pro Muay Thai fight.
Hi, I'm Cal, a licensed cosmetologist pursuing my dreams into finishing and opening up my mobile salon.
Follow us on our journey as we search for people that went after their dreams
And became the character in their own movie.
What are we doing today, babe?
We're gonna bake with Gloria Panaderia.
What's a panaderia?
Bread.
Like pan dulce?
Yeah, Mexican bread.
Hey guys, come on in. Alright guys, so this is my mom, and she's going to be teaching you today. This is Chef Norma. She's going to teach you today how to make some conchas.
Necesitan sus mandiles.
We good? Keep going.
Para hacer estas conchas necesitamos 625 gramos de harina,
625 grams of flour,
250 gramos de mantequilla,
250 grams of butter at room temperature,
213 gramos de azúcar, un cuarto de sal,
a quarter teaspoon of salt,
necesitamos 8 huevos,
8 eggs,
necesitamos sabor naranja y sabor vainilla,
orange flavor, and vanilla. Some milk,
38 gramos de levadura seca,
38 grams of yeast, and you're going to hydrate it so it ends up being at this consistency here.
y la vamos a hidratar y va a quedar como esta mezcla.
Que lo hagan ellos.
This whole thing is sugar?
Mhm.
Dang.
Skip it.
Oh, scoop more?
Yes.
Man, no wonder.
No wonder they're good.
I know. Or wait, just
Just put everything.
Just
Okay.
put it.
vanilla?
Vainilla.
Vainilla.
There you go.
I'm so afraid of getting my hands dirty.
Now we're gonna take it to the mixer.
To end up being like really soft. Like it has to be very pasty. So they put their hands in the
Wow.
flour and then they do this and
It's
it
like-
kind of like bunches
Let
up.
us-
Clay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let
it
us
doesn't stick.
Just a little bit better.
I'm over there with my hat.
Okay, anyways, ya me voy.
Okay. If I wasn't here and you were just making conchas, how many conchas can you make in a day?
¿Cuántas puedes hacer en
Last
un
time
día?
we made like 240, but I used the
big one.
The
Big
one.
one? And
So, me and Raquel, we came and started baking with La Gloria Panaderia. It's a panaderia out here in Los Baños. Panaderia is a bakery, right? It's a Mexican bakery. And today we're baking conchas, conchas is shell in Spanish, and they're little shell-shaped breads, sweet breads. Me and Raquel are baking right now. I feel like I'm doing better.
Don't believe anything Jesse said.
I feel like I'm the better baker
I'm the better baker.
and like putting way more effort into this.
He didn't do anything. Look at my apron. He's trash. I'm not.
And so, yeah, that's what we're doing so far. It's crazy to think that this little piece of bread is like bringing people together. And that's why I love Gloria's family. They're so welcoming in everything they do.
Like I'm trying to hurry up and learn this so I can at least be somewhat faster. Cause she knocks things out fast. She will roll these out in half the time that I just did it.
Yeah.
Even though it was like
And this would have been
8
already
pieces.
done, right?
Basically.
It's
yeah.
crazy because like Los Baños needs stuff like this, like passion and heart into the food. Like right now we have McDonald's.
That's what she's instilling in us.
Yeah.
Is that when you make something,
like
it
if
says
it was
if you're
for
gonna
you.
eat it. If you're gonna eat it, how would you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's an interesting
Like
it's
that.
like a short
Yeah.
story.
Now,
So it says there's a construction worker, right? And everybody was like, oh, like he's a construction worker, have him make your house. Somebody comes to him and says, hey, I want you to make my house, like I'll pay you like 250,000 pesos and I want it done in a week, right? So this guy says, easy money, like I'll just make it the easiest way possible. So then this guy ends up making it however way possible, not even seeing if like the roof is gonna fall or nothing. At the end of the week it says, okay, this is your house.
Yeah.
And then he's like, well, if I would have known if it was my house, I would have made it nicer. But like the moral of the story is like, make things.
She said it's fine.
It's not fine.
She's so
See, look,
bossy.
right there, you're missing some.
How do you say angry woman?
Tóxica.
Did you get that?
La mitad, just halfway. And then we can do like this.
This one split because of the marking, but also because it grew. They're still gonna rise more. They get maybe like another size larger.
When I got here, I thought baking was easy, but after I stood on my feet for about 2 hours, I'm exhausted. Like, I truly am, and props goes to anybody that bakes, and props goes to the La Gloria Panaderia team for doing this on their feet all day. One thing I learned is making pan dulce is not easy, right? And that it takes a team. Any creation, any creative thing you're doing, it takes a lot of effort. And I didn't realize how hard it was to make bread.
I'm gonna jump off of his answer. It was super hard. I didn't know that it took this long and all rolling and all this other stuff. And yeah.
But also, it is hard work, but it is soothing at the same time. It's a form of meditation. It's fun. I love it.
I enjoyed it because I got to spend time with him.
There's not many times you find a couple that met like how you guys met.
Yeah, very different, right?
Yeah. Like I met my wife at the Mexican bar. At a Mexican bar.
Now, they know which place was it?
Oh, Agave.
Friends and families, all they come in and then, oh, you want to do something? Yeah, okay, try to do this. Try to do that.
Yeah, my grandma's always had
Everybody
like been,
there.
you know, my grandma has been the person that it doesn't matter how old you are, people go and they don't ask her for help, but they ask her if they can work. She's helped out so many people in that town, and a lot of people have come back, and my grandfather helped a lot of people. When he passed away, a lot of people showed up to his funeral because he was just a pretty straightforward guy, and they said he was the only guy that really told it to me how it was, and I respected him a lot for it, and he helped me.
Now we have to taste it.
Look at it. It's not even on top of it anymore. It's like sliding off.
It looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. Okay, let me try one. I show him. Nice. Let's see. Okay.
Best appetizer.
You know, Raquel.
I like the texture and the pasta. Very good. All right. Good job, guys. Good job. Taste.
Taste.
Chocolate.
See, a lot of pasta.
Look at that.
There's way too much chocolate.
Oh my god.
That's why they go down, because they have a lot of heavy on the top. Yeah. Show it.
Empecé por esta situación del COVID, de que nos quedamos sin trabajo y tenemos que pagar renta y tenemos que hacer algo para hacer dinero. Tenía todos los utensilios para empezar a hacer el pan.
And everybody else was like, come on, you know how to do so many things. And then she was like, okay. She's like, but what if people don't like it? But everyone, like, Who doesn't?
Well, let's look first for a name. So finally, I said, okay, let's do it like Gloria Panaderia. Yeah, why not? Okay.
From Alemania.
Yeah, because everything's come from her mom's Gloria in the Panaderia. It's okay, let's put La Gloria Panaderia. Because she knows everything about bakery.
Because the first person say, oh no, thank you, I feel.
She frustrated.
Because she knows she made it like we said it earlier, right? Make it as if you were gonna eat it. Like she made it with literally heart and soul. Yeah.
So I hope in the future this come
through.
We're all born with a gift,
Yeah.
right? Some people are better engineers, some people are better cooks, some people are better artists, some people are better at different things, and hers is bread, and it's been in the family for
Cuarta generación.
four generations.
4 generations. And you were there for 2 generations.
yeah.
Calling back, and the cool thing now is you can FaceTime people. So we FaceTime them all of our bread, and we go, "What do you guys think?" Because it's almost like my mom is she's not that she's a beginner, but she compares it to her brothers back home, and she goes, "What do you guys think?" Because they do this on the daily for years, and she wants to know their opinion, and she gets excited because they go, "Hey, that looks really good."
Because many people in the world, they don't have any peace. So when you have bread in your house, that means you have everything. Because I remember when I was a child,
You have this beautiful family now.
It comes a lot from poverty.
Yeah.
So whenever you have bread, it's kind of like, it literally is, you are kind of like rich, right? Because if you have a piece of bread, even if you just have that you have something to eat today. So whenever like people come to the houses in Mexico here, and you always ask like, oh, do you want something to eat? Oh no, I'm okay. Aunque sea un pan, even a bread, a piece of bread. Okay, then I'll take it.
I think too, this has come full circle for the entire family. You know, just having to make this, to make ends meet, because my mom's told me the story too of my younger uncle. I'll show you the picture of him with his daughter in the bakery. My grandma made them, and he asked her, "Mom, can I have a piece of bread?" And she said, "Not right now, honey, because we need to sell it, because we need to have money for food." Right? As much as he wanted to have a piece of bread, and this was 30 years ago, right? This was only 30 years ago, and he said, I'm hungry, Mom. Right? My dad's was, his was 40, 50 years ago.
50
My
years.
uncle's
40 years ago.
Thank you for everything that this has done. You guys, not only have you guys told your story, but you influenced us, like me and my wife, and you really brought something into our lives, inspiration, and I'm honestly honored to show the story first, to talk with Gloria. Like, you guys are amazing, and I wish more people understand what it is like from coming from Mexico to America.
And showing to the whole world these.
worldwide.
If you're lazy, you're not gonna have money for.
Basically, what she says is, right now, if you're starving, if you say, "Oh God, I'm hungry and I'm starving," it's because you're lazy. Right? There's no way that now, with everything that we know, that you shouldn't go hungry. You shouldn't struggle. You shouldn't struggle to pay your bills, because
You know how to make all this.
you know how to do something. If you know how to do something, start hustling and get after it, and really make your life happen for you, versus waiting for somebody to help you.
I think there's a lot of, well, I feel like in this society you talk a lot about like how you feel alienated from a lot of things, like you feel like a disconnect. But I feel like when we're here, like when I'm with my parents, I feel more connected to whatever the energy that they have is. So I feel more like at home. And then when we're doing this all together, it's more like wholesome. And when we're back in the motherland, we feel even more like, well, at least I feel more appreciation for the culture, for my family. I feel more like at home. It's very rooted in the family.
I could tell after spending time with you guys.
I know.
But thank you for everything, and I'm gonna take a few more of those. But I just want to say thank you.
Whenever you want to come for breakfast, just
No, really, just let us know breakfast.
you can make biscuits
Yeah, because my whole life I work in the kitchen.
in the kitchen.
Yeah.
They say, where do you work? I'm working in the kitchen. What? Yeah. How long? Oh, 30 years. Really? Yeah. Why you were still skinny? I don't know.
Skinny.
What's the don't be afraid?
Sin miedo.
Sin
Sin
miedo al
miedo.
éxito.
Thank you guys.